Okay, this is Amanda Malave from Marketing 658, and this is the second video. The example today is Perle, Noire, and we have already gone through how to set up the more SEO settings and verify with Google. Please make sure that your SEO status is allow engines to search for you. And the next thing you're going to do is, again, go back into your main menu. Once you log into WIX, go to the settings, and you're going to go into SEO, and then click on Let's Get Found on Google. This is where you are going to make sure that your SEO is complete from a WIX standpoint. It looks like your homepage SEO title is not optimal, and that's what I'm going to focus on today. Part of it is the keywords. So make sure that you follow all of the steps for the other portions as well. But today we're going to focus on the keywords. So the first thing I see is that your keywords are pearls, black pearls, Hawaiian jewelry, Tahitian pearls, and Hawaiian jewelry. I'm going to click on settings, and I wanted to make sure that your name and the location is there. I added the location, and that you have all of your keywords. I'm going to analyze your keywords, and this does a really quick check, but it's still not 100%. But I wanted to show you that the keywords you picked are pretty good, but I wanted to show you a couple of opportunities. There's Tahiti pearls, and there's also natural pearls. And then the other thing I found was that jewelry and watches, or watches is a good name that I found could be a potential. So good job as far as like the beginning of this. So Tahitian pearls, Hawaiian jewelry, and black pearls and Hawaiian jewelry. So what I wanted to do is double check all of this to make sure that you're fully optimized. So I'm going to do a couple of things. Number one is I went and I looked at WooRank, and I looked at WooRank, and the way that I get through the fact that it makes you purchase this is I go to https://www.woorank.com/en/www/ and then I manually enter in the name or the domain of who I'm looking at. So I did one for Pearl Paradise, one for Nahoku, and then one for you guys. So let's go and look at the keywords. So I think that some things that I looked at are Tahitian is one of their keywords. Earrings is another keyword. Freshwater is another keyword. And South Sea. So I'm wondering if those are anything that you need to have. So I noted those on a piece of paper because I wanted to see why they were so heavy on those. So again, we have Tahitian as a keyword, earrings. So earrings must be a high value item. And then freshwater. And then the biggest one, Akoya. I also wanted to show you what their H1 tags are. Welcome to Pearl Paradise, the largest online pearl company. So those were really important keywords, but they could have optimized it more. And then their H2 is shop by pearl type. So actually, I can see all of their H2s and H3s that they used. So it's really interesting that their keywords are not fully utilized in the H2 section. So that's an area of opportunity. Then I also looked at their Google preview, Pearl Paradise, Pearl Jewelry, 30% off retail. We specialize in providing high quality, classic, elegant, and stylish pearl jewelry. That is not optimizing their keywords. But again, we don't know if those the keywords that they picked are good. So the next thing I do here is I went and I looked at Nahoku, and I'm validating. So their first keyword is jewelry. I'm going to write that down. And then Nahoku, their name, is the second one. And then they got collection. So they're not, and then they got bag. So they're not really great at keywords. And then I'm going to look at their H1 headings. Wow, they don't even have H1 headings. So that's a big issue. Google will not be able to find them. Okay, so that being said, now I'm going to look at you guys, the Perle company. So one of the first things I see is that you have 2 H1s. So you need to fix that. You can only have 1 H1 header, and you need to have your keywords in your headers. So about us doesn't have keywords, neither do our headquarters, neither does help. Make sure that you follow the checklist in the PowerPoint that we reviewed on week 9. And the primary keyword is in the page title. It's beginning of the page title. It's in the subheading. It's in the heading. So all those things are critical. Then I'm going to look at your keywords. Your first keyword is Perle. Your second biggest keyword is black pearl. The fourth keyword that you have is black pearl jewelry. And then you have your name and love. So those don't tie to the keywords that you said were super critical in your analysis and in your necessarily in the keywords. So we got black pearl, so that's good. So you don't have Hawaiian jewelry in your first page, and you have Hawaiian jewelry, different ways of writing it, so that's great. You have pearls, which is good. But I think you also may need things like Tahitian by itself, earrings as well, and potentially freshwater and Akoya. So just kind of look at those as well. So important to do that. And so then from there, I wanted to check to see if what the Search Console says are your keywords. And so I'm going back to your Google Analytics Search Console, and I'm identifying what are the search words that people actually look at and actually would be able to see your website. So your biggest one was people looking for black pearl oyster pendant. So that might be, a keyword that you might consider putting in your front page. Tahitian pearl necklace, Tahitian pearl earrings, and then Tahitian pearl jewelry, Tahitian pearl pendant. So make sure that you put all of these keywords in your front page. So there's a lot of things that can add content to your page. So you don't have enough content. Remember, you need to have at least 300 to 500 words on that first page. So what I'm interested in is these are all free sites, right? That kind of just tell you what keywords are good and what keywords, you are being clicked on, but they're not telling us if they are valuable. So that's going to be on the next video. So again, make sure that when you go to your website, you add your meta tags and you start really looking at your website, really looking at your menu buttons. They should have keywords. You also have this area here that could be used with more buttons, or it could be used with just by expanding your current menu bar. So the way that you would put it in the middle is just by unpinning it. So I would actually put this in the middle too, just because it looks better that way, in my opinion. And also, just in case others have smaller screens. Then the other thing is that you have all of this white space that you could be utilizing from promotions. I highly recommend you put text boxes in there or keywords. Your Perle your H1 is black pearl, which is good. But again, think about your taglines, making sure it has keywords. Check all of your different icons and pictures. Your jewelry, it should have keywords in it, such as earrings or freshwater or a koi or Tahitian that we saw were some of the keywords for others. Shop now for luxury. I would put in keywords. Shop for luxury pearls, jewelry would be my suggestion. And then about us, about pearls, potentially about Tahitian pearls, about home of the black pearl, just different things. Make sure that there's a lot more content. You don't have enough content here. And then any headers, there's only should be one H1, and everything else, your top 5 keywords should be in your H2s. And then our headquarters, it should probably say headquarters of the black pearl. Help is a button. Make sure that your buttons actually, or anything, help could be black pearl resources, for example, using your keywords. So those are all super key to have. And I am going to just delete my phone number because that's not necessary at this point. So these are the top things that you guys need to look at, and make sure that you also look at your menu names. So again, shop collection should probably be the Pearl collection. And I would also suggest that you combine all of these potentially into 1 or 2 pages. And blog should probably be Pearl blog, or Pearl knowledge and care, or jewelry knowledge and care. So thank you. And again, these are really key items to make sure that you are #1 on Google search. Mahalo.